Hello everyone, welcome. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan coming to you live Friday 6 p.m. Pacific time. Welcome and thanks for joining. And yeah, late model Sash Sarah, thanks for reminding us. I didn't forget that you're not coming tonight, but have fun, enjoy the Friday evening with your family. And Uncle, cool, right off the bat, I got my moderators. So if any like anti-vegans come and try to F with us, you're gonna have to F with Uncle first, and he's one tough cookie? Is that the idiom? That doesn't sound that intimidating, huh? A tough cookie? But Uncle is a tough cookie, so you have to get through Uncle first. So anyway, thanks everyone. Thanks for coming for tonight's live stream. This is the time we get together and discuss any and all things vegan and a bunch of other stuff too after we talk about vegan stuff. So yeah, if you're vegan curious, interested in plant-based eating, animal rights and ethics, you found a nice chill place to hang out with people who are passionate but not mean a-holes. So come and be cool with us. If you just want to learn, if you're not if you're not vegan or plant-based yourself, but you want to learn about this stuff, come. We'll ask questions and we'll try to help you out. We won't attack you like you might in some other vegan sectors of YouTube or the internet. And if you're not vegan and you just think that we're horrible people and you are prejudiced and bigoted towards people who are different from you just because they have a different belief than you do, well, first of all, I feel sorry for you. But second, if you want to try to defend that bigotry, try to be a decent person. I know it's going to be hard, and maybe we can have a little conversation about it. So anyway, thanks for coming, everyone. Great to see y'all. And yeah, you guys are right. I did have a cold last Friday. I wasn't sure if I had a cold or a, what's it called, an allergy. And turns out, yeah, I got some kind of dumb head cold. I thought it was gone or going away like yesterday. And then seemed a little worse today. Seemed a little more congested today. So I don't know what's up. I didn't go to the gym this week. I did ride my indoor exercise bike earlier today instead, like a 35-minute zone 2 ride just to stay fit and everything. But yeah, that's what's going on. Gee, it's already warm in here. Let me crank the AC on now. I thought I was going to get away with not using it tonight. But anyway, yeah, still a little sick, guys. How long does colds last? I kind of feel all right, like energy-wise, sort of. Like, if I didn't have the sinus symptoms, I'd be running and going to the gym and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, I still have these dumb symptoms, and they're making me feel just kind of as a result. I do sound better, AJ. Thanks. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm able to sound okay. I made that video on Wednesday. Sounded okay. Didn't sound perfect, probably, but yeah. But yeah, I guess I was really feeling it last Friday. Saturday, the next day after the live stream, I just kind of felt like crap. I did nothing. I just sat on the couch with my iPad and played maybe literally maybe 100 games of chess or something. I didn't do jack crap that day. So anyway, yeah, I felt better Sunday. Sunday I snapped out of it and started working on music and kind of been okay. But yeah, I kind of felt the symptoms jump back up this morning when I woke up. So anyway, hey Travis, what'd you hear? Paul Salad Dummy is experimenting with asparagus. Well, why not? He's plant-based, right? Or animal-based, which means plant-based. I can't keep up, but yeah, he's eating plants, right? So why not? Yeah, Carmichael, it was way too much chess. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating, it was too much. I was going to bed, I was seeing all these dumb moves. They weren't even brilliant moves. They're just stupid chess moves, like beginner moves, just nothing. I got to get the moves out of my head. So anyway, yeah, I don't ever want to do that again. I didn't play chess for maybe 3 days after that. It just messed me up to play that much chess in one day. Especially when you're playing it under less than ideal circumstances, when you have some kind of head cold, so your mental clarity isn't great anyway, so you're making all sorts of dumb mistakes. Anyway, yeah, Travis, veggies are animal-based. Yeah, that's why I was joking when I first heard about his animal-based thing. Or he says, I'm going shopping for pickles. Pickles are animal-based. No, pickles made out of a freaking plant. It's not animal-based. It's on plant, Anyway, just shows you up is down, and it doesn't matter anymore. Just whatever people say. What's sorcerer's chess, Uncle? Is that a Harry Potter thing? Because I don't know much about the Harry Potter realm. I just starting to learn a couple things like Quidditch and Dumbledore, Snape. I can say a couple things, I'm kind of I can pretend I understand the realm, but I don't. Yeah, it was enough to totally make me crazy. Yeah. Hey, yo, metalhead, what's up? Hey, AJ, colds for you last a week, then you get another week of residual crud. I think that's what I'm in. I think I'm in the residual crud right now. I told you, if I really feel if these sinus symptoms went away, because I'm blowing my nose and it just sucks, just to get it out. I'm going to blow it out, but no, it just comes right back. There seems like an infinite amount to take its place, but it's not pouring out of my mouth, just my nose. It just makes me feel congested up here. Anyway, that's how I feel. I feel like if that weren't there, I would probably be normal, I think. I feel like I have my mental energy and my physical energy normal. Well, here's the argument from Carmichael, how pickles and plants are animal-based. Plants come from the ground, and animals live on the ground. So, it's animal-based, therefore, right? Ergo. French fries are a vegetable, uncle, and therefore they're animal-based because the vegetables are from the ground, and anything from the ground is where the animals live and makes it animal-based. Let's see, Metalhead. You bought some vegan meat replacements and some vegan squid. Awesome. Ketchup is a vegetable. Yeah, I mean, sort of. Yeah, it comes from a vegetable. It's vegetable based. I think that's fair to say. Unlike pickles are animal based. That seems very disingenuous. But anyway, do I think pea protein is bad, KGB? No, I don't. I've never thought it was. Why should I? Was reading about it a few months ago, and I use a lot of it. I think because of lead, I think it's because of lead or something. That sounds like the kind of thing where you might have to like check individually, like company by company or something like that. Probably it's not all the same, but yeah, something to investigate. Unfortunately, I really don't have too much pea protein, but I know my the thing I drink in the morning, the Ripple chocolate milk, plant-based chocolate milk. I could have sworn they said it's like high protein with some pea protein, maybe. I don't know. I'll check it out later, see if I'm endangering myself or something. But yeah, I do like that Ripple chocolate milk. It doesn't even taste like chocolate milk. It really doesn't. It tastes kind of like hemp milk or something. It's got a lot of stuff in it. It's got a lot of like minerals and vitamins. It's really fortified. Just, I think it's probably better for me than not. I know there's sugar and shit in it, but I think all the good stuff hopefully outweighs that. Okay, Ripple's what you have. So you know what I'm talking about. That awesome. Okay, you copied my banana smoothie a few years ago and used the pea protein with it. Yeah, totally fine. Yeah, I used to put protein things in it. Sometimes I do. I have the new Clean Machine mycelium protein product that I put in there after I get back from the gym. But I didn't go to the gym today. I rode my indoor trainer bike, whatever, for like 35 odd minutes. And yeah, I didn't have a smoothie after. It didn't seem like I was that, 35 minutes, zone 2 is not going to kill me or anything like that. I feel pretty good after that. Ripple wine. Gosh, I don't think I know what you're talking about. I don't think I've ever had much in the way of fortified wines, and at least not in this millennium. AJ, I know ketchup is a vegetable. I was thinking of some back then because like in the food pyramid, they're saying, well, you can eat pizza. Pizza is a vegetable or something like that. So I don't know. I that's why you shouldn't get like your nutrition advice from politicians pretty much ever. I rarely hear like wise fact-based information coming from politicians on both sides. Let them do their thing, I guess, and get your health advice from health professionals. And I said, don't even get it from me. I'll point you in directions. I'll tell you what I do, but I'm not speaking from the position that, yes, this is what you should do. I know because I'm so smart in nutrition. I'm not. Ripple, you think it tastes like half and half too? Are you talking about just like their? I've never had their just non-chocolate milk. I always get the chocolate one, but I see they have just regular milks and stuff too. Are those any good? How do those compare to like an almond or an oat milk? Out of curiosity. You're making pastina. What is pastina? Little pasta, or would that be pastino? Pastini? Oh, what is a kanafi? A vegan kanafi, metalhead? And thanks. Good. I'm glad to see everyone coming on now. Bees Easy, Heidi. I just saw someone say hi, vegans. Where'd it go? Yvette. I'm glad everyone's coming on now. Awesome. But yeah, just to update, I did have a cold last week. You were right. I woke up Saturday, I felt it, and seem to be getting better. Today seemed to like take a step back, maybe just more congestion feelings, anything. But anyway, yeah, I did have a dumb cold, and I still do have a dumb cold, it seems. But anyway, yeah, veganism debunked, because like non-vegans, they never get colds, right? That's what I'm hearing around. Was it Bush that hated broccoli? I did not remember that. Hey, Nikki Tofu Princess. Did I say hi, Fallon Marie? I can't remember if I did or not. I don't think I did. I can't remember. See, I can't remember. Veganism debunked. Ryan caught a cold, and he can't remember who he greeted a few minutes ago or not. Okay, so regular flavor Ripple reminds you of creamy oat milk. Huh, interesting. That sounds interesting because I like oat milk. Maybe I'll check it out someday. A little pricier than my normal milks, but that's why I just get it as my chocolate milk. I use it in the morning. I drink it in the morning instead of having coffee, which I was like, I used to get like a Califia mocha. It's really sugary and chocolatey. And after my bladder infection thing from November, December, I said, I'm not going to do that every morning again. It's probably not great for me. So I switched over to Ripple, probably a little bit better. It's got a lot of, read the nutrition profile. There's tons of like minerals like potassium, I think magnesium. It's just got a lot of vitamins. I think it's D, B12. It's it's like a very fortified beverage. I was going to say like a multivitamin. Okay, that's what pastina is. Okay, thanks for sharing that. I hadn't heard that term before. And kanafi is a sweet Arabic pastry, normally filled with cheese. Yours is filled with halava. Is that what it is? Not halva, but halava, which is a sweet fudge, but vegan. Cool. Lisa Lightning, you had a horrible cold last month with laryngitis. Antibiotics cured you. Oh man, that sounds horrible. Oh, please, I hope I don't have to get antibiotics again, because I had to take some for my bladder infection last November, December, and it sucked. I don't want to go down that road again. Laryngitis. How did you know you had laryngitis? I'm not sure if I know exactly what that is. I mean, I've heard of it obviously, but how did you know you had laryngitis? Or did you go to the doctor? Something was wrong with your throat, and they said, "Oh, you got laryngitis or something." Jim Johns, caffeine is no joke. Yeah, it can be pretty hardcore. Yeah, the older you get, yeah, it's harder for people to process alcohol and caffeine as they age. So that's why I drink like decaf or something, no more than like a half calf when I do drink coffee, which is not that common. I mean, I just walk with my wife to coffee shops, and sometimes I'll get a decaf on my own, and we'll split one together. When I split with her, I split a real coffee. She likes the hardcore stuff. The stuff I always say that puts hair on your chest. It's so gnarly, No, I mean, even a full caffeinated latte, it isn't that kind of puts hair on your chest. I'm talking about like cold brew. She'll just drink a full on to me, a super nasty tasting cold brew. But yeah, we have lots of walkable coffee shops in our neighborhood, good ones too. So I take advantage of that. Live in a nice little area, so might as well exploit the nice things I can since I live out here, take advantage of it. Okay, laryngitis, you physically cannot talk. Okay, well, obviously I'm talking pretty good, so I'm glad I don't have it. I'm sorry that you had it though, but that's just my fear. I don't want to have like an infection again or something like that. I guess I'm getting paranoid. I probably shouldn't be. I just have a dumb cold. It happens to everyone. And I just wanted to go away and not have any complications from it, because I don't want to take antibiotics so soon again. I mean, I haven't had them in like a decade or two maybe, and then have them 6 months apart sounds horrible. Or less than that, more like 5 months maybe. Travis, you give your 1-year-old Ripple kids milk. I didn't know they made a kids milk. Huh, he likes it. I don't like cheap soy milk. Huh. No, you don't like it. He likes it. You like cheap soy milk. I see what you said there. Cool, huh? Huh, interesting. I can't imagine what Ripple kids milk is. Hey, Redlocks, thanks for joining. Let's see. Heidi, you've always wanted laryngitis? That is a weird desire. To lose your voice would be fabulous? Explain that one. That makes zero sense. I can't imagine any scenario where losing your voice is a good thing. But, prove me wrong here. Let's see, Lisa, you quit caffeine for a month but missed it, so you went back on, but half calf, yeah, half decaf. That's, yeah, I tell you, if I ever order one on my own by myself, I'll either get a decaf or a half decaf, half calf, whatever it's called, you know. So yeah, I don't. Even before I got that bladder infection last year, even then I wouldn't like to get. I usually wouldn't get a full powered coffee. I would, if they had it, I would always order a half calf because I don't need all that caffeine. I don't drink when I drink or drank coffee. I never did it for like, ooh, I'm under carbed, I'm under eating, I need the energy to compensate for that lack of calorie thing. Anyway, but no, it wasn't that at all. It's just like, it's tasty. If you like chocolate milk, you know, that's what a latte or a mocha tastes like, you know, a sweetened beverage. It's cool, you know. Then it's nice to go out with your wife who's been drinking coffee her whole life. To share an experience with her, going to a coffee place. Because for like decades, I would just say, "Oh, you go to that place. That's for coffee addicts, for caffeine heads. You know, that's not me. It's a whole nother culture." But you know, I stopped being so snobby. I came down off my high horse so I could spend some nice time with my wife and get some steps through the neighborhood. So yeah. So you don't like physically talking. Ah, interesting. Oh, live stream is perfect for you here. You get to type the whole time, Heidi. Interesting. But I can kind of see what you're saying. As an introvert, me, you know, talking a lot can be, not to you guys, but with the person or persons in front of you, can be really tiring. You know, if you're an INFP or an INFJ type like we are. So, you know, it's kind of, it's a virtue to not having to speak a lot with people around. But yeah, right now, it's not a problem at all for me. I can talk all day in here in this room. Oh, Nikki, yeah, I see. AJ, congratulations on the house closing, Nikki. I wish lived nearby to go antiquing with you. One of your favorite pastimes. Yeah, AJ would help you out there for sure. Good for you. Good for you, Nikki. So the house did close. So you have a house now? Is that what's going on? Well, hopefully, I guess the hardest part about antiquing, there's several. I guess AJ can give you all the tips. I mean, just having good antique places to go to. Unfortunately, yeah, Long Beach, there's a neighborhood, like, I live right next to it, basically. It's called Retro Row, you know? Yeah, it's the whole row of like, it was named that because it had a lot of retro shops, retro clothing, retro like furniture, antiques and stuff like that. So it's cool to, if you got an area to do your retro furniture shopping / antiquing. I don't know. I think antiquing, yeah, implies kind of even really old stuff. Like Retro Row has a lot of like mid-century modern furniture, you know, really clean, kind of like Scandinavian design from the 50s you see in Palm Springs homes. It's not all that, but it's kind of the main focus of there. But yeah, they had shops with antiques. I haven't shopped down there for a while, but anyway, yeah, that's fun. I like Retro Row. I'm blessed I can walk to Retro Row, and there's really good coffee shops in Retro Row too. Good eating in Retro Row. Let's see. Lisa says, Dr. Gregor, how not to age, says even decaf coffee is healthy. Huh? I remember reading that there's something in there. I forgot. Like you know, like tannins and darker wines. Like there's some compounds or something in coffee that is good for you. Oh, AJ, you would love it, and our vegan Italian restaurant is right in Retro Row too, so we go there quite often. Yeah, you would love Retro Row, the best vegan Italian food I've ever had in my life. Best Italian restaurant in the area, hands down. I don't care if it's vegan or not. The place is great. Yeah, all the retro shops there. There's an old theater. It's called the Art Theater. It's from like 1920s Art Deco, right in there too. Small theater. Yeah, they have a little wine bar right next to it too. It's a cool chill area. I'm telling you, sometimes you see me bummed on where I live. I have to take a step back. Okay, I just been here a long time, you know. So you know, over a couple decades. So I'm just kind of bored, want to move on. But you know, if I take a step back, I read on the Reddits, like subreddits on our area, like people want to move out here, and people say, yeah, it's great here, you know. And yeah, sure, there's problems. Any city has problems. I agree, but you know. Anyway, I'm looking to find new places and new problems. But anyway, yeah, there's still a lot of cool things to do out here. AJ, you would love it. Eating, shopping, the whole thing. You'd love it. And you would too, Heidi. Oh, VLAN. Remember, I was reading that coffee is the main source of antioxidants in the average diet. Interesting. Wow, I guess it shows not necessarily how great coffee is as far as health-wise, antioxidants. It just shows how few plants that people are eating as opposed to what they ought to be eating. Interesting. Yeah, you'd be ecstatic, AJ. Antiques, vegan Italian food, Art Deco theater, yeah, clothes, furniture, records. You know, it's a cool area. I'm not sure if the records are there anymore, but it's still a cool stretch. Retro Row, Long Beach. Oh, VLAN, you stopped drinking coffee because of its environmental impact. See, I'm getting into it now, and it's becoming even tougher to grow coffee, and the prices are going up. Let's see. Well, KGB, yeah, I read The Pleasure Trap, Dr. Neil Bernard's book, and yeah, I mean, I don't. It's a kind of thing where, yeah, he's right, you know, but it's not as black and white as I think he makes it out to be, because Dr. Dr. Neil Bernard's explained about the pleasure of traps of certain things like cheese and caffeine, and this particular example here, I think applies to if you're doing it a lot, you know, like every day you got to have it. There's like a physical dependency like there is with the case of morphines and dairy products like cheese and all. But yeah, if you just have some caffeine here or there, you know, like I do, I don't think it really applies. If you just get like a low, I like low caffeine, you know, like until you get a half calf or a decaf even. I like just the flavor, you know, the some mocha with it, vegan chocolate and or a latte, and just enjoy that as like a chocolatey sweet beverage. So yeah, I don't think that messes up my my reward system in my brain, because it's just a treat sometimes, you know. Anyway, we're talking about Long Beach, California. Yeah, good question. Yeah. You know what you're doing there, Carmichael. Coffee is indeed lovely, like a dark roast with some maple syrup. I mean, that's it. I haven't had any coffee today. When did I have coffee last? I don't remember. Oh, no, I was going to say Wednesday. Monday or Tuesday, we walked to the vegan Italian restaurant, which doubles as a cafe in the morning. So I believe I got a decaf marzipan latte on Monday. But yeah, that was it. I can't remember the last one I had before that, or since then. That was it. But anyway, Nikki used to have 1 to 2 cases of soda a week. Her addiction was so bad. Wow. Yeah, I think that was me in like junior high school. I think it's a combination of sugar water, like the sugariness and the caffeine. I guess that's what's in the coffees I drink too, but I don't drink them frequently enough. I'm not drinking them all day like I was soda back then. But yeah, I know what that soda addiction's like from my childhood. Yeah, you know what it's like too, Carmichael. Heidi, you love coffee, but matcha. Wait, matcha, is that? That's not yerba mate, is it? Like, no, I don't know too much about teas. I've had it before, but yeah, I haven't been drinking much tea at all lately. Ginger ale and ginger, I rarely drink that. I do kind of miss ginger ale sometimes. That's kind of an interesting drink. Let's see, they say the benzene in soda is really bad, sodium benzenate. I'm not too aware of that. So I guess there's many reasons to not drink soda. I kind of figured that. I tell you, I went camping once, and there's no access to any food other than the food you brought in. I didn't bring any in because we hiked in. We had to pack very minimally. And I saw other campers that got like transported in, and I was all jealous. I was saying, "Oh, I wonder if I should give that guy $5 and he'll give me like a Coke or 7 Up or something like that." Then I realized I sound like a drug addict right now. Seriously, I can't survive a few days without soda. So I just kind of went cold turkey and haven't been drinking soda since. You know, I mean, I'll get one on super, super, super rare occasion. Like maybe once in a while we'll get like a root beer when we're out somewhere just to F around, you know. But yeah, soda is such poison. Kind of is. That's maybe a little bit strong, but yeah, it's addicting for sure. I didn't know. I was a kid. And I was addicted. How ethical is that? You know, they allow these companies to make a product that addicts minors. I was a minor and addicted to their shit. So yeah. In Trado, you eat raw organs. You have a question or what? I'm not sure what that is. Heidi, okay, yerba mate is good too, but different from matcha. Try it, right? Very earthy though, so you gotta like that vibe, huh? Yeah, I'm just not in a tea phase right now. I just, I don't think I'm gonna go out and buy tea on my own. If Angie had some here, I'd probably do it. Heidi, good. You don't remember you last had soda? Honestly, yeah. Maybe I tell you from sharing a root beer with Angie at Disneyland a couple times. I can't remember. Oh, once in a while when we drive through at plant powered fast food here. Sometimes we'll get like a raspberry soda thing. Sometimes it's part of the package. They have a special if you get like the burger, fries, and soda. You get another of all that for free or half price. So sometimes I get that. It's pretty delicious. But I don't think it has all the crazy stuff like a Coca-Cola has. It's a healthier vegan restaurant. But I could be wrong. But like I said, I rarely get that sort of stuff. And Trady, any questions on why you eat raw organs? No, I mean, you're a meat eater, right? You pretty much, I'm assuming, you could prove me wrong, you really don't believe that animals are, let me just show you what veganism is here. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. So I'm just gathering, I assume you're a meat eater, which means you don't believe animals have inherent rights. You see them as objects. You see them as property that can be exploited and killed so you can have a burger, or in your case, organs and burgers or whatever. So I get it. I don't need to ask every meat eater why they do what they do. Is that what you're wondering, if I'm going to go down that road? No, I didn't say where did I say you're a troll? I said, I understand you are a meat eater. Meat eater is not synonymous with troll. So I'm just saying, I don't need to ask a meat eater why do they like meat. I've talked to thousands. I know exactly why. You guys don't believe that animals have inherent rights. You believe they are property. They're objects that you can exploit for your own gain. You can breed them into existence, treat them horribly and exploitatively their entire short and miserable lives, and then when ready, let them go to a slaughterhouse and have some unfortunate slaughterhouse worker have a horrible job where they kill animals all day and the animals are dead and they get packaged so you can have a burger. You think that's totally fine. You see absolutely nothing wrong with that, or you do but you don't care because you just want to have a burger. I get it. So anyway, I get it in Trado. Yeah, I said I understand what it's all about for you guys. Well, is it healthier to eat raw meat over cooked meat? I don't care. I just don't want animals to get killed, so I'd rather eat no meat. So I would imagine though, if one were to eat meat, that having meat uncooked presents all sorts of risks that you're not going to get in cooked food. So that's my take on that, but in no way am I endorsing or condoning that. I'm just giving you an honest answer. Which one could most easily lead to some kind of food poisoning or what's that word I'm looking for? You guys know what I'm talking about. So anyway, so if you have a question for us, we're not going to do 20 questions with the meat eater. That's actually kind of boring for us. But if you have questions for us, you can direct them towards me rather than other people in the chat right now. Do I consider a salmon to be vegan? No. Are you trolling? Is this Carmichael again? Let me show you what veganism is. It's a stance. It's having a moral stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. Salmon are not moral beings. They're not. I mean, they're animals are deserving of moral consideration. They have inherent moral worth, but as agents, as actors in the world, they don't have the capacity for moral behavior. Philosophers don't typically grant animals like moral worth. I mean, moral that they're moral agents. So no, a salmon cannot decide to be a vegan. A salmon does not understand cruelty and exploitation and can make a decision in his or her life to avoid animal products. It doesn't work that way. But it's something you can do. I'm not sure why you're trying to pin something on the salmon or something like that. It's like that's not it's not appropriate for a salmon to be vegan, just like it's not appropriate for any animal to be vegan. You're not challenging me. You asked me if a salmon is vegan, and I just laughed at you. You said no. All animals lack the capacity for moral behavior. It's the term is known as, the word is amoral, all one word, amoral, which means not a being that doesn't have the capacity for moral behavior. Oh, the roadkill thing. How come we always have to get into freaking roadkill? Look, if you're a vegan and you're gonna eat roadkill, I suppose if you wrong button. Okay, so let's say you believe that animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong. You don't buy animal products because, to buy an animal product means it's a product. The animal is seen as a product, an object that was exploited. So you could go buy a leather shirt or food or whatever. But I suppose if you're a vegan and you really for some reason wanted to eat meat, I don't know why, but if you really wanted to eat meat and you saw roadkill, eat it. I'm not going to make a video about, hey, such and such of Mr. such and such vegan, blah, blah, blah. He's not a vegan anymore because he ate roadkill. I guess, if you want to do that, cool. I think it's gross. I mean, I would eat anything in the road. I mean, if I were eating like a tofu burrito and I dropped it in the road, I'm not going to eat it again. It's gone. It touched the freaking road. But roadkill's been laying there all day. It's been rotting. Who knows what else stuck their dirty nose and tongue all over it before you got to it. But no, I'm not going to eat it. But if you're going to eat that gross crap, cool. If you want to risk some kind of stomach parasite or disease, that's on you. If you're a vegan and you did that, will that not make you vegan? I said, no, you're still not exploiting animals, but I think that's gross. Yeah, why do we get asked every few months about roadkill? So I'm telling you, a vegan can technically still eat roadkill. I think it's weird, but it's technically vegan because it doesn't violate animal rights. I think it's wrong in the sense that it's normalizing. When you're eating a roadkill animal, that animal was not exploited to be your meal, if you want to call it that. That's giving it too much dignity. But it is normalizing the act of eating animals. It's normalizing, hey, look society, eating animals is cool. It's totally fine. So I have mixed feelings about it. And in fact, I just don't think it's the message that any vegan that cares about spreading the vegan message to the world, I don't think that's the kind of look that promotes veganism. Yeah, Heidi, guys, you guys all know when you're vegan, certain things are going to happen. You're going to get stranded on a desert island. You're going to talk to someone who hunts only one animal, one cow or deer a year and feeds his entire family off that. They never go to Olive Garden. They never go to Sizzler. They never go to McDonald's. They just live off the grid in the wild and they eat one animal a year and they say that's super moral. So it's funny how those people end up finding my little tiny live stream here. It's funny how people who are roadkill activists, people who believe plants are conscious, and the desert island people. It's weird. I don't understand how this happens all the time. But anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm just bringing up the strangeness of that. Yeah, VLAM, thank you for bringing the obvious point. Yeah, the people who are talking about roadkill, VLAM, they're not eating it. I doubt any of the dozens of people who brought up roadkill on any of my live streams are actually eating roadkill. Or even ever ate roadkill. They're just trying to find some weird crack in the vegan thing. It's like, no, it's not a crack. I mean, it doesn't violate animal rights to eat a dead animal that's laying in the road from an accident. Just like say, you're out and about and you saw a man get hit by a truck and he died. You could eat him again. I'm not saying you should. There's tons of moral problems with that. But you could eat them. It's gross. Just like if you saw a truck hit a deer, you could eat it. It's gross. When I see an animal or a human get hit by a truck and die, I'm not thinking, wow, dinner. Hell yeah, high five everyone. We got a meal, bro. You know, it's like, whoa, what just happened? This is horrible. You know, you're not thinking, ooh, I'm so hungry now. It's just to me, it seems like such a strange reaction to have, seeing someone or something die and think, I'm gonna eat it now. Yeah, it's cool. Anyway, what's that, AJ? Eat roadkill on your desert island. I know exactly, right? Yeah, and the hunting people. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, hunting. Yeah, the reason why the hunting people's argument falls apart is, as she says, hunting will never be better for the environment. We have 8.5 billion people on this planet, and they can't all be hunting. Yeah, for the person that comes in here, I don't know how they get in. Do they use their Starlink satellite internet? Because they all seem to live off the grid in the wild where animals are roaming freely like some Garden of Eden paradise in their mind. Most people don't live like that. The population density that you're describing there, I'm describing that sort of life scenario, is extremely low density. Most people live in high density. I mean, the vast majority of the population lives in higher density areas. If you don't live in an urban environment, you live in a suburban environment. What the hell are you gonna hunt? Your neighbor's dogs and cats or something like that? Coyotes, maybe, wipe them out. I mean, how is hunting going to sustain the human population? You might be able to sustain yourself if you live out in the wild, and maybe then, but trying to propose, well, it works for me, therefore it should work for society as a whole. No, it doesn't scale jack crap. It doesn't at all. So yeah, just because it works for you doesn't mean it's a solution that you can scale to any major level. Anyway, yeah, what would Sarah / late model say here? You're laughing your ass off, Uncle. Yeah, Sarah's got something tonight. She's got, I think she said it's her dad's birthday, or mom. I thought it was her dad's birthday, and relatives like sisters were coming into town. So yeah, she just can't blow them off tonight, so that's where Sarah. So if you're watching after the fact, we miss you. See, people notice when the regulars aren't here. So anyway, yeah, I'm sorry if we scared that person off, but it just seems kind of disingenuous to come here and say, well, I live off in the middle of nowhere and I can hunt and I eat roadkill, so why veganism sucks? It's like, no, what you're describing I think is probably not your reality, and if it were your reality, it still doesn't debunk veganism. No, Sarah's late model / Mendo vacation is in another month, I think. No, it's just a family gathering in her town tonight. I believe so. No, I think Mendo's coming up. If I remember right. I could have sworn she told us it was her dad's birthday this weekend. Mendo is really soon on her travel plans. See, we know Sarah's late model's life so well. We're talking about what she's doing. Hey, Jesse 12 string. I haven't seen you in a bit, Jesse's 12 string. Good to see you. Nikki Tofu, yeah, desert island, roadkill. What about protein though, right? Plants don't have protein. Yeah, Flatlander. Yeah, you live in an apartment, so kind of hard to grow things. Yeah, kind of hard to grow things if you live in an urban, suburban environment, apartment. You can't hunt, you can't grow things. That's why I say it's not practical for most people to supply their own food, whether if they're meat-eating hunters or plant-eating vegans or whatever. It's just easy because since we live in urban and suburban environments, go to a store, pay money for your food. That's the easiest way to do it. But if you can pull it off, all plants on your own land, cool. Most of us don't have that luxury of land and that luxury of time, because I've tried gardening on a larger scale, 100 square foot plot of land, even a 200 square foot plot. It is hard. It's a lot of work. I'd rather be here working on art and YouTube videos than in the soil all day, and not having great results. Hey, Vegan Wesker, you listening? Oh, hey, we got a brand new song, everyone. Vegan Wesker, you see, I normally when a new song comes out, I play the music visual, the lyric visualizer music videos that Angie makes, but she hasn't made it. It just came out last night at midnight or 9 p.m. West Pacific Coast time. So yeah, we were listening to that a lot last night. So check out our new song, Dissociate. Probably our most devastatingly sad, beautiful song I've ever made, probably. So me and Angie are totally stoked on it. So check it out. Just came out. It's doing really well. It's like getting more streams more quickly than normal for us. So we'll see it all works out. Hopefully it'll like really hit the Spotify algorithm hard, yeah, check it out. But next week, yeah, we should have the music visualizer video, and we'll play it. We'll play it on this live stream. Maybe we'll do a music preview, a premiere like we do with the Happy Healthy Vegan videos. But yeah, check out our new stuff. It's on all the streaming services, on Bandcamp. So check it out under Love Spirals or Love Spirals Downwards now. Flatlander, I'm sorry to hear that. You cried for weeks after hitting a raccoon. Oh man, I'm so sorry. That sounds horrible. And there was another raccoon on the side, like it was his partner or friend or something. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Wow, Satan's Realm, Metalhead. That sounds so you. Wow, you're so lucky to have something like that. Did you like it? Was the food good? Oh, that sounds delightful, AJ. Growing some amazing cucumbers, spinach, and lettuce one summer. Sounds delish. Super Sam is back. Okay, nah, hunting once a month can feed a person. Yeah, I'm saying you can't. Okay, I'm saying maybe Super Sam, where you live at, and sounds like you're out in some more rural area rather than an urban or suburban environment. So let's just say I wanted to subside on hunting, which I don't. But let's just say I did, for argument's sake. There's nowhere to go. There's no land to hunt. And if there is open land, it's like a state park. They're not going to allow you to hunt there. They're not going to let you kill the native, like coyotes and raccoons or squirrels and stuff like that. So maybe it works for you, but the solution that you're proposing, you're saying, hey, what's good for me scales for everyone else. So, so I don't know why are you bringing this up for? Are you just trying to report to us what you're doing? Or are you trying to say, look, because I'm doing this, you don't have to be vegan. Well, first of all, no one has to be vegan. No one has to believe that animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong. But I'm saying, even if people did want to hunt like we were describing there, it's not going to scale. We just can't. We have like 400,000 people here in Long Beach. Where are they all going to go hunt out here? Are they going to hunt in the port? Are they going to hunt in downtown? There's nothing. They start hunting each other. Oh, Vegan Rescue, you heard about it. You listen to our song now. I only got the post, not the song release. Cool. Damn YouTube. Yeah, they do make our streaming service somehow has YouTube create a song for each song that comes out too. So that's out there. It's not a big followed channel or anything like that, but yeah. Oh, cool. Lisa, you're making a Lisa Lightning. You're on your channel, you have a song called Baby Cows about a song. Oh, you're making it for your channel. A song about baby cows being exploited. Currently recording it. Awesome. Good for you. Tofu's bad for the environment? Why? How is tofu bad for the environment, Super Sam? I didn't catch that, AJ. Thanks for bringing that up. Please tell me how tofu is bad for the environment and why are you bringing that up to vegans. Are you assuming that vegans eat like tons of tofu, like a disproportionate, obscene amount of tofu or something, so you're saying, or it's just because it's a plant. So maybe there's another plant that's bad for the environment. Let's just say cucumbers are bad for the environment, or let's say tomatoes are bad for the environment. So is that our fault? Is that the vegans' fault that the methods that the modern food producers use might not be the best, and it's vegans' fault? Because we don't eat the majority of these plants. You are aware of that. I don't see why it's my fault. Why isn't it your fault? Your kind, your people eat more of any plant than we do when you add it all up. And you know what eats more than that? Animals eat more like tofu than humans do. So I don't know why it's the vegans' fault. Why isn't it the cow's fault? Why isn't it your fault? Why do I take responsibility for a business that I have no control over? That produces more food for your kind and animals than it produces for me. So if you can sort through those issues, I'll love to hear how you can explain why the evils of tofu production are my problem. I'm responsible. I got to take the heat. The buck stops here with this vegan. So please explain this to me, because I'm completely confused how that would be the case. Yeah, and as XD's says there, yeah, doesn't even eat tofu. I went maybe like a year or two as a vegan and had no tofu, at least not at home. I maybe had it on occasion when I went out to those vegan like Chinese restaurants that have the mock meats. I don't know what they're made of exactly.
Thanks for the tip.
But Wicked Agenda. Hey Carmichael, thanks for the super chat tip there. My cows will hunt you if you don't go vegan. Yeah, I don't think we need any fake troll or fake, not trolls, but fake you're trolling. Wicked Agenda's Wicked Agenda, if you don't know, he's Carmichael, vegan. He's pretending to not be vegan. But I think we're doing fine on that front tonight, Carmichael, but thank you for the super chat tip. Kim Berry says all sorts of crazy crap. Basically, if it ain't meat, it's a horrible poison food, is what I kind of gather from him. Yeah, Taylor, go Lakers. Lakers, I think they're starting right about now, huh? Let's see, it's starting soon. So that's live stream might land a little earlier than normal because yeah, it's game 6. You know, we got to win tonight. If not, it goes down to game 7 next week. So we got to win tonight. The pressure's on. Like we were up 3-0, looking for a sweep. And then now just lost 2 in a row due to some lazy plays, some horrible defense. I don't know what's gotten into Coach Reddick. He had it all kind of figured out, and he's not using the same rotation that was working for him. And when that rotation that he's playing, it's not working, he's just sticking with it. He's just like, you know, anyway, who am I? I'm not an NBA coach, but it's frustrating. But hopefully they'll get their shit together tonight. VLAM, you'd eat tofu every day if you could. As a Chinese person, I feel obligated to defend tofu. Hey, Angie and I had a lovely tofu scramble this morning, so I had a shit ton of tofu. I'm with you, VLAM. I'm going to defend that tofu as well. I'm just saying, there's been times in my vegan life where I had pretty much no tofu. Hey, Vegan Anderson, you're cooking your vegan enchiladas? Ooh, I haven't had a good vegan enchilada in a while, and I love me some, like, vegan enchiladas. Yeah, Uncle, they're at Houston Rockets this game, unfortunately. They lost a game on Staples Center's floor the other day. Anyway, let's see, Jesse says tofu made you grow boobs. I'm a woman, though, so it's okay. And Nikki, I said I had tofu and soy milk every day except today this week. And the missus is doing good. Thanks for asking. Let's see, it's VJ. You read a spaghetti sauce recipe using tofu blended with tomatoes. Sounds great. Yeah, Carmichael, tofu is great. Which channel is my wife's music on? Well, my wife and I make music together. Just look up like we kind of have a parallel branding. We go, it depends what we're making. It's either Love Spirals or Love Spirals Downwards. We've been making released more on the Love Spirals Downwards, a part of that brand, for the past couple years. But yeah, we're all over streaming, all the streaming platforms, Bandcamp. Next week I'll play the lyric visualizer video, which we should have done by then. Tell you, the song just came out last night, basically at midnight. So we're just getting the release rolling out right now. We don't like to do it all on the same day. Like, it's good to spread your promotion out over time. Instead of throwing it all out there on one day and you got nothing to do for the rest of the week or month, you like to spread things out over time. AJ, thanks for correcting Super Sam there. I didn't even see his comment. Phytoestrogens, which don't affect humans. And Super Sam, I don't know why you're telling this to vegans. If you don't like tofu as a vegan, you don't have to eat tofu. Like I said, I went probably over a year without having tofu. So it's not like as soon as you're vegan, you got to eat a shit ton of tofu. If you, as a vegan, have some kind of weird fear of tofu, which you're fine to have, it's unjustified, but if you have some weird unjustified fear of tofu, simply don't eat it. But don't let that be your shitty excuse why you don't want to be vegan. I know what you're doing. You're throwing every dumb reason out there why you don't want to be vegan, and that's just a dumb one. Like, oh, there's this plant I don't like, then don't eat it. There's hundreds of other plants you can eat. If you really have a thing against tofu, no problem. Why are you even telling us this? Hey, Vegan says, wait, what were you before? Aren't you Patrick? I remember your photo, but I didn't see your name change there. You said you eat groats, tofu, kale, non-iceberg lettuce, soy milk, beans, strawberries, and all kinds of various fruits or veggies all day. Yeah, tofu, seitan, all good. Yeah, you can eat seitan at your heavy metal restaurant there, Metalhead. Carmichael, yeah. Angie's been making some really nice pasta dishes lately, like using some like more like I usually just get like angel hair, make some quick tomato sauce, marinara, put it together. She's making more sophisticated sauces, really delicious. Like for any of you guys know, like some Korean styles of sauce. She makes a doenjang sauce, so good. Puts it on pasta, so delicious. And there's another one she made too, another Asian sauce that she puts on pasta. She made it a few days ago this week, and it was really good. Yeah, Patrick. Oh, good to see. I haven't seen you in a little bit. You don't know what your crap name is doing? Oh. Yeah, Uncle, that guy's just doing poop all stuff for sure. You got it. Oh, I don't know if Angie's going to be doing any more Angie's Animal Friends. I think those days are over. Hey, is Carl here? I saw someone say hi to Carl. Let's see. Let me see if I see Carl. There's Carl. Actually, phytoestrogens have anti-estrogenic effects. So there you go. If you're really afraid of the estrogen in tofu, the science says otherwise. But still, don't eat it. If you really don't believe these guys, you think they're lying to you, Super Sam, then don't eat it. Super Sam, now you're saying tofu is really good. It has the complete nutrients. The thing is, you don't have to eat at all meals. It's not like every food that you eat has to have all essential amino acids. If you're eating a well varied diet as health organizations recommend, you're getting the essential amino acids. Maybe not every bite of every single individual plant has it, but once they're all mixed together over the course of a day, weeks, month, you're getting your essential amino acids. So that's great. Tofu has them all, but it doesn't mean you have to eat it or else you'll die. So I would be long dead by now. Hey, AJ, thank you so much for the super chat tip. Retro Row outing fun. Thank you. Well, there's a really high chance that Angie and I will end up in Retro Row this weekend because, yeah, we haven't been to the vegan Italian place since Monday for coffee. We haven't been for dinner like in over a month. We're so due. So maybe we'll go tomorrow. We'll take that super chat tip to subsidize it all. So thanks there, because we have a lot to celebrate. I tell you, our brand new song just dropped last night. It's streaming really well on Spotify, getting some good early feedback. And before we even saw all the stream numbers start going up, we were listening to I think we played it like 3 or 4 times in a row, back to back. Like, wow, we really did good this time. Not that I think we ever sucked, but I thought we really kind of outdid ourselves. So we need to go out and celebrate. So we'll think of you, AJ, if we go do that tomorrow or this weekend. As Flatlander Montgomery corrects, plants all have, I think there's only like, literally, like, of the thousands of plants that humans eat, edible plants, I think maybe 1 or 2, this doesn't apply, but yeah, the 99.9% of them, they all have the essential amino acids, but the levels vary. So I guess tofu, it's like, sufficiently high across the board, more or less, something like that. But yeah, they all have them. Again, it's not an issue. That protein combining myth thing is from like the 70s. It's long been disproven. I mean, again, if that were true, I should be dead. I should be crippled and unable to play basketball. So yeah, I'm not sure why you're bringing this up. How many vegans are you finding that have like protein deficiencies? That's the point. You can say this crap about how it's really hard to get all the essential amino acids as a plant eater, but if that were true, what would your theory predict? It would predict that vegans on a disproportionate amount of us would be protein deficient, and I've yet to meet a protein deficient vegan. Yeah, so your theory doesn't have any predictive power. It predicts the wrong thing. It predicts that we should all be sick, and the reality's not bearing that out. So hey, Johnny Bravo, I haven't seen you in a little bit, Johnny Bravo. You like to eat whole boxes of tofu with fried? Sometimes with fries helps to get your 220 grams of protein. Wow. Actually, not a whole box like supermarket box, but the package of tofu. Yeah, that's how to pack in your tofu for the day. Yeah, Saladino's crazy, huh? So he said he goes to places like Starbucks, actually spends money on a drink, sips it, probably tells people, this is horrible, you're going to die, and then just throws it in the garbage. Wow. And he thinks he's being cool, huh? Wow. Good for you, Carmichael. Getting a water cleaning system, reverse osmosis filtration system. Awesome. Good for you. I'm drinking my reverse osmosis plus several other filter stages going on here. Megan, you're fat and have been strictly vegan for almost 10 years. Why do you bring that up for the fat part? What's that collabs? Did y'all hear about the vegan ETs, like extraterrestrials, who contacted blah 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 hard to get the world more vegan so that they could share their future tech flying ships of the earth? No, I've not heard about vegan ETs. I mean, how are they vegan extraterrestrials? They believe that animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong. Like they have animals in space and they decide they've chosen not to eat them. Or I'm just curious how are these aliens vegans? It seems like that's something like like humans are, not like aliens. But I could be wrong. I don't know what alien life is like. I don't think anyone really does. Dr. Peter Rogers says soy is the worst and he's vegan. Great, then don't eat it. Like I said, there are literally hundreds of plants you can buy. It's not like just because you're vegan, you're condemned to a life of tons of tofu. If you really have a belief, whether it's justified or not, that tofu is horrible, then don't eat it. Doesn't mean you can't be vegan. Oh, Saladino doesn't even sip the Starbucks. He'll just buy it and show it and then throw it on the garbage. What a moron. Anyway, I guess, you're as rich as he is selling his supplements to people who shouldn't have to take them because he supposedly eats the greatest diet in the world. Anyway, yeah, I guess I would do that too if I were him. I wouldn't do that myself. Yeah, Nikki, I'm with you. I want to meet these vegan ETs. Like, what? How are they vegan though? I'm just curious. How are the extraterrestrials vegan? They believe animals are not property, and I just kind of curious. Um, Yeah, Heidi too. I think all of us here would love to meet vegan extraterrestrials, right? That sounds awesome. At first, I would just like to meet an extraterrestrial, but if they were vegan too, like, whoa, you believe animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong on planet Zbox 7? Thank you. Come and help me spread the word. Anyway, cool, VLAN. You're checking out our new song, Dissociate. Cool, it's on your Spotify homepage and you're playing it awesome. Maybe now's not the best time if I'm blabbing away and stuff, but yeah, it's a very introspective-y kind of song. But yeah, I'm not stopping you from listening to it. I'm just letting you know, you can listen all you want now, but you'll probably get the most rewarding listenings if like you're in a more quiet, introspective setting. That's true with pretty much all my music. Our music, me and Angie's. Heidi, why do they call them ETs, not aliens? Is it a PC thing? I call them aliens. Didn't Neil deGrasse Tyson, call his vegetable aliens as ones that were afraid of seeing the baby carrots get eaten and all that stuff? But yeah, I don't think there's any politically correct or incorrect way to refer to life from another planet. I think you can call them ETs or aliens. It's all good, I think. And Neil deGrasse Tyson, no, he's an astrophysicist, so he's anyway, Mr. Fu. Oh, it's 4 a.m. where you're at? Well, stay as long or as you can. And it's going to be a decade of veganism for you. Awesome. Good for you, Mr. Fu. Reading some of your stuff right now, guys. That's what I'm doing. I'm not spacing out. Okay, cool. Play it in the shop, VLAM. Awesome. Blast, crank it up for your shop there. Crank up. I can't imagine that our song Dissociate is playing in a shop in Hong Kong right now. That's just totally mind blowing. I'll tell Angie about that later. I mean, it's not too mind blowing though, because the way the song gets rolled out worldwide, it starts in Asia first. So right now, when like the first 24 hours, our number one cities are it's usually Melbourne and Sydney. And then Angie said we're doing pretty good in like I think it was like Cairo or maybe Egypt and Turkey as well too. But yeah, Melbourne. I mean, we're already kind of popular in some parts, in some Australian scenes and circles out there. So it's no surprise. Melbourne's always our biggest city for the first 24 hours or so. Carmichael, what's the system I use? I think I showed it before. I'm not sponsored. Let me just pull it up here if I can find it. So if anyone's looking for a lower cost, APEC. I think I'm getting it. This is it right here. Not sponsored. Yikes. But I'll just show you what I got. It's really cool because you don't need to have any you don't need someone to install it professionally or anything. You can, if you got some space on your countertop, because I kind of have a second kitchen sink sort of, so I just put this in the back kitchen and just walk back and forth every day or so to bring water forward. And I have a whole system of making it in that back kitchen. But if you have a larger kitchen, which I don't, we just have two small kitchens. So yeah, if you have a decent sized kitchen, you probably have room for this. You don't need a plumber to install anything. And it makes it really easy to change the filters. Just pop them out. So it's like, it's a 4-stage system, but I bought an extra stage to kind of give the water an extra polish. I forgot what it was, what that last stage is, but it gives it a nice taste. It just tastes better. It doesn't really make it necessarily that much cleaner. But yeah, this is what I got here. Not sponsored. And I got it for a lot less than this. I think I got it for about $120 or so, like on an Amazon Prime Day or something like that, So yeah, that's what I got. Pretty cool, not sponsored, but if you're wondering what I'm using, Angie and I drink this stuff every freaking day, drinking it right now as we speak. You've had those exact filters for years? Awesome. Well, you do got to change them roughly the rate we drink water, roughly like every 6-ish months, something like that. We end up changing them. It is a little expensive, I guess, but it's worth it. I really value. I like it. It just tastes so good. I mean, it just brings me joy and pleasure to drink the water. I take it with me when I go places. I just love my water. Seriously, it's a little pleasure in life that I don't mind investing a little bit on. Oh, cool, Vegan Wesker. You checked out our new song, Dissociate. Awesome. It's awesome. Thank you. I tell you, I'm super proud of it. Angie and I told her, we were listening last night, wow, we really did something really cool here. We knew it was cool when we were making it, but now that we haven't listened to it for a few weeks because, it's been making its way through the digital distributors to get released last night. We finally listened to it. It's like, wow, it sounds so cool. Like, we really made some great decisions there. Yeah, it's kind of like Numenon a little bit, the song that kind of started this whole like monthly release of songs, sort of like roughly one a month that we've done since 2024. So thanks. Yeah, it's kind of often that same kind of dark atmospheric with a little bit of kind of soul, a little bit of trap kind of thing going on. Very floaty, sad, beautiful song. So thanks so much. Well, that's cool to know, Peter. Billie Eilish, 3-concert movie coming out, directed by fellow vegan too, James Cameron. Awesome. Yeah, Carmichael, I don't quote me on that price. It was a lot cheaper. I don't remember paying over $200 when I got mine. So that's what I would suggest. If you're an Amazon Prime person, you can get deals, or even if you're not, just follow APEC Water Systems, get on their mailing list. They do sales throughout the year, especially when you get closer to the holidays and stuff like that. You don't have to do it through Amazon. So yeah. Peter, it's weird how raw people are crazy, whether they're raw vegans or raw carnivore, they're all crazy. They all think they're doing all these great things for them. Then they end up getting sick and they quit. You know, it's weird. It's funny how everyone's so, all these people usually are new. They have all this enthusiasm because they're brand new to it. They think what they're doing is the coolest thing in the world, but you know, it's funny how they don't do it for all that long. Wow, Asia, your town's water has gotten awards. That's totally awesome. Yeah, if I had great water, I wouldn't bother doing this probably. But I've never really lived in an area that had good award-winning water. Far from it. Awesome, V. You have a bunch of love spirals. Hopefully you have the new love spirals downwards too, the stuff from 2024 on. And your shop's playlist. You've had customers comment on my songs. They say your songs really fit your shop's vibe. Wow, that's awesome. Well, I'd love to see your shop now because we're all about vibe. You know, we like vibey places. We like vibey music. So if our music, the vibe of our music is in alignment with your shop's vibe, that is awesome. Okay, Carmichael, cool. You're getting yours on Amazon as well. That sounds like a good price. Hey, it's probably gonna be fine. You know, there's nothing like magical about the one I got, but I tell you, I tweaked it to make it perfect for me. I knew what kind of, because I used to have a way bigger, more expensive system from before, so I knew about having that polish stage. You know, makes the water taste even better. So I just recreated that on my Apex system, and it's all good. Nikki, cool. Boss Mode, your favorite Love Spouse song. Awesome. Yeah, that's a really kind of unique song for us. More upbeat and more, just more modernly produced, I guess, but still really cool, you know? Yeah, cool. Yeah, we're really proud of Boss Mode, too. It's just kind of it doesn't fit in as well as much, really, with the whole string of songs, but I think, yeah, it's a great song. Yeah, we can't always make sad songs. We gotta make some more uppity songs. Yeah, the thing about raw meat, it could just literally kill you from one bite. One bad bit of raw meat. Lakers are ahead, let me see. Yeah, Lakers ahead. Woo, up by 4. Hell yeah. All right, cool. That's always good to know. It'd be so depressing when the live stream's over. Oh man, it's halftime and we're down by 28 points or something. That would suck. Cool, VLAM. New Mom's your favorite? Cool, yeah. New Moon On is one of my favorite songs too. I tell you, it's the one that really set our current path into motion, our path of the sound trip that we've been on, like the sound concept, the production concept, and the schedule of like the loose schedule of one song a month, kind of, you know. So yeah, it's super important. It's just a lovely, cool song too. We made a music video for it and all, but yeah, cool. Thanks. What's the favorite song I've written? I don't know. Right now, I'm really digging Dissociate. I tell you, we heard it a bunch of times last night. I was just like, wow, I can't believe all the great decisions we made to make that song just magical. So yeah, I right now, I might say Dissociate is the best song I've made. I often think that when a new song of mine comes up, I really think Dissociate is special. It's just so cool. It's just so moody. It just so perfectly captures the aesthetic I live and dwell and excel in, and it captures the feeling that a lot of us, at least me and Angie, are feeling and have been feeling. A lot of you guys might just dissociating from this world because it's can be often such a letdown. People, not you guys, but just people in general, and people I know as well in real life. Events of the world, just a lot of it just so not in alignment with how I like to feel and live that Angie and I have just kind of dissociated from it all. She captured that feeling I made with the music. She captured that in the lyrics. It's this perfect hand-in-hand thing. It's perfect. Anyway, not to say it's a perfect song, but what we did, our work together was spot on. So what are you guys talking about as I was blabbing about my weird music making process there? Okay, I didn't miss much. Yeah. A lot of people want to get off Amazon. I totally get you, AJ. You know, I don't like supporting billionaires. When I first became a member of Amazon Prime, Jeff Bezos was still not yet a billionaire. I'm old school. We were part of Amazon Prime like right when it came out, like within its first year of rollout. It's been out a hell of a long time, and we've seen Amazon grow and Jeff Bezos' wealth grow. And yeah, it's I'm conflicted on my use of Amazon for sure. You know, I'm with you. Ideally, I would like to get off Amazon Prime. More difficult it is for some people like AJ live in the boonies. You know, so it's just I just haven't made any real effort to try to undo that part of my life. But yeah, in an ideal world, I wouldn't be using Amazon Prime. But it really, you know, on the flip side of it, it has simplified a lot of things in life for me. Like things I would have had to do before Amazon Prime, just spending like a whole day doing all this weird random shopping and stuff, and they might be out, so I have to go on a quest. I have to find this thing and it's nowhere. Now I just order it and it comes in a day and a half or so. It's just chill. I can work on, I'm more productive and get more work done. You know, I can be more of a professional worker than like a shopper that's trying to fix little problems all day. So there is a lot of value to it. So it's hard to get off of it right now.
I got some chili started.
Yay, Andrew's making us chili.
It's
F
so
yeah.
funny we're both wearing
We're worth burning our Lakers shirts. Go Lakers.
Yay.
Let's see the Lakers score. Let's see how we're doing. 23-17. Take that, Houston. Sorry, I know we have some fans in Houston out there. I'm just joking around. I don't hate Houston. I don't hate Houston as a city. I don't hate people from Houston. I don't even hate the Houston Rockets. I love the sport. I love watching games, and I'm not the kind that goes, when I used to go to games, I never sat there and disrespected teams, opposing teams, you know, the other team, the away team. I want to go see Lakers. I'm going to say, hey, you know, you suck. You know, no. When I saw fans doing that, I go, what an asshole. I mean, this person's doing their job, and you're sitting there totally disrespecting them like that, calling them these like degrading things. You're the low life, you know, not the player who's like professional. Anyway. So anyway, yeah, AJ, yeah, don't want to support billionaires that exploit their workers. You all have heard about how they're really like tight in the distribution warehouses. Like the workers, you've heard the stories how they don't have time to take a pee. You know, they bring a jar with them or something like that. It's that bad, you know. So that's exploitative. Flatlander, I haven't thought of Thrive Market in a long time. But yeah, we used to use them when they were like sponsoring us a little bit back in the olden days, but I haven't really used them since then. Hey, thanks, Wesker, for the super chat tip.
I love your music.
Link
Check
there.
out
Yeah, you can
mine.
link to it.
I am the drummer
you love
in
our music.
Rising
Thank you
Plague.
so much, Wesker.
You have my
Check out
permission
yours.
to play it now.
You're the
Cheers,
drummer
Ryan
in
and
Rising
Angie. Never
Plague.
stop
You
making
have
music.
my permission to
It's
play it now.
inspiring.
Cheers, Ryan and Angie. Never stop making music. It's inspiring. Thanks. No, I have. I don't want to get any kind of content ID issues with my stream. So I trust that you're telling me it's cool, but yeah, that's why I don't play anyone. We just made a policy not to play any songs from anyone other than ours, because even sometimes on ours when I play like our new music videos, our digital distributor will flag it, you know, which we've whitelisted our music. We've sent them the list, like let us use, you know, Love Spirals. And Happy Holiday Vegan has the right to play Love Spirals and Love Spirals Downwards music. But sometimes it gets sucked and they take the monetization away from the videos. So yeah, we're but thanks, yeah, everyone. Did you guys? Is the link in there? It popped up. Let's see. It's there. Let's see if we got it there. Let's see. I saw it pop up for me. Did you guys see it? I guess it wouldn't appear in the YouTube stream, but let me paste the URL if I can. I can't. I'm trying to copy the text. Well, I can sort of. Let me do it here. Oh, come on, really? I can't do it, Wesker. I'm trying to copy from my. Copy. All right, I have to come from one browser to another, but all right, it's not working. I cannot share your link there, Wesker. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, because it's not really in a browser. It's in my Streamlabs desktop where I see your super chat tip in my mini feed. So I'm sorry about that, Wesker. But thanks for your super chat tip. And if I find a way to get that. Let me try one more time. I feel it should copy. Okay, one more time. I know I'm old. Okay, no, it doesn't work. I feel so deflated. So, like, not tech. Yeah, it's a bunch of records in the back here. I rarely listen to them. It makes it look like I'm some vinyl head junkie. I'm not. Oh, enshittification. Yeah, you can tell AJ about the concept of enshittification. Like something starts off kind of cool. This usually applies to corporate things. And then as something gets bigger and more popular, that company wants to monetize it harder, and it makes the experience worse for the user. It makes more money for the companies. Like Facebook used to be kind of cool when it came out, and now it's just total shit, you know? Makes Zuckerberg more of a billionaire every day, and it just makes going on there so horrible that I really don't go on anymore. It sucks. It's just, I don't know any of these people they want me to follow. Just let me see my freaking friends and family. They don't even show me that. So it's just a mess. So that's kind of what enshittification is. A product starts out well, or even really, really well, super cool, and then becomes crap because they just want to make money and don't care about the user experience anymore. Amazon Anonymous. Is that even a thing? It sounds like it should be, huh? XX. Are you a Durian Rider fan? I used to watch him and sort of looked up to him in the earlier days of our YouTube channel. We're talking like 2013, 14, 15 maybe. I have not seen anything by that dude in like a decade maybe. So I have no hard feelings towards him, if that's what you're wanting. Like, do I dislike or hate him? No, I don't really hate all that many people in this world. Definitely not him. He's never done anything that horrible to me. Mine are horrible, but not that horrible. He got you into cardio? Awesome. Yeah. He got me into like running and cycling and stuff like that. For every person that's got some negativity to him, we all have negative sides. There's some good parts too, and he's got some good things going on for him. I just kind of lost track of him when he started getting really just outrageous online, just attacking anyone who didn't really just like kiss his ass and proclaim him the greatest vegan or YouTuber of all time. I'm just not into people like that. So that's when I bailed. Maybe he's not like that anymore, and I hope so. Hope he's over that. Hopefully he learned, he's a better person now. I wish him the best. If you're watching, Harley, no hard feelings, bro. Oh gosh, I read some of your comments here, guys. Let me stretch for a second. Where are we at? 7:16. All right, cool. First quarter's over. Lakers are up 23-18. I guess our Houston Rockets fan is probably actually watching the game right now. It's like an elimination game. Why do he waste his time hanging out with me here? I mean, yeah, when I get done with this live stream, I'm going to go watch the rest of the game. Let's see. What's on the menu today? My wife is making me... I like all relax here, super low. My wife's making us a stew. No, a chili. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm hungry because I didn't go to the gym today because of my sinus stuff. I did ride the exercise bike, so I'm ready to get recaloried. Is that a word? Recaloried? Peter, that sounds so depressing if you're describing like actual lives that some of these Amazon warehouse workers have to have. That sucks. That's totally exploitative. Just pay them a living wage so they don't have to live in their cars outside the fulfillment center or whatever it is. I never heard of that. Carl Wee is a pretty good source for Asian food items online. Is that like an Australian thing or is that an international thing like Amazon? Oh, you went to Loving Hut today too, Metalhead? Man, you're having a great day. You went to the Seitan Metal restaurant, and then you went to Loving Hut too. Man, you're living your best life. Okay, let's see. Autistic Pokemon trainer is getting into it with AJ. I see AJ saying autistic. I was non-vegan for many decades. I know you are not correct. Let's see what he's saying. the non-vegan version tastes way better. Of what are we talking about? I mean, let me see what the discussion is here. Autistic, AJ saying autistic. I had a cheeseburger yesterday, but a vegan one tastes better than the non-vegan version. So it's like taste is subjective, bottom line. So even if AJ, and I might prefer the taste of a vegan burger opposed to a dead animal burger, he has every right to not like it, I guess. So I'm not sure that's what we're trying to like convert someone to veganism because the vegan burgers are objectively tastier. I guess that's all kind of subjective. But my point is, if you really want to go vegan, if you really believe that animal cruelty and oops, wrong thing. That's not the graphic I wanted to have up. I feel so stupid. If you really believe that animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong, you could probably learn to live without dead animal burgers, and you'd probably get by with the Beyond or Impossible burgers. Hell, even a black bean patty burger is enough to make me feel pretty happy. So, I'm not sure what the point is. So you're saying if the Impossible or Beyond burgers tasted as good as your dead animal burger, you would go vegan then? Is that the argument you're making? Or you just come here to poo-poo on your perceived perception of vegan burgers sucking? Like, I'm not sure what the argument or debate is. Hey, late model. Oh, see, we knew you were. I told me you weren't in Mendo today. I knew you were doing family gathering thing. Hey, late model, just a quick hi. About to head to the airport for the second time today to fetch your niece. Have a great night. We've been talking about you. Good. Like, people are speculating where you are. I said she is having a family gathering, birthday in town. But good to see. I'm glad you dropped by, and drive safely and have a great time with your family. I'm wishing you the best there. Yeah, I thought Mendo was a little bit later still. Hey, Patrick from Tucson. Gee, we're seeing a lot of old timers tonight. Where have you guys been? Great to see y'all. Uncle, dead animal burger equals a da burger. Okay, AJ, Ryan is saying Ryan, he that autistic Pokemon trainer just came here originally to say he just had a non-vegan cheeseburger. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, how is that contributing to the discussion in a vegan live stream? Like, I ate meat today. Like, that just seems super trolly to me. Maybe I'm biased or something. That just seems super trolly. Oh, I ate meat today. Like, how do you think that's going to go over with the vegans, right? Like, say, God bless you. You're such a great person. Like, what do you expect? Yeah. What's chain all black? What does that mean? Is that a racist comment? I'm not sure. You've been following a long time, but can you explain what chain? What does that mean? Please explain. Does anyone know what he's talking about there? No, we're not all talking about food. If we're talking about food, this would be called the Food Channel, where you could be eating asparagus or dead animal bits or bone broth. Take your pick. We're not doing that here. If we're talking about food, we're talking about eating plants. And if we are ever talking about food, we're talking about the immorality of treating animals as objects and property to be exploited needlessly so you could have a burger for lunch. So do you want to talk about that? You're just here to talk about how delicious you find the taste of dead animals, because that's all you got. We're not going to really engage with that. Yeah, I follow the subreddit vegan as well. I poke in sometimes. I don't use this name or anything. I have kind of a more random name there. If you're super clever, you might maybe be able to figure out it's me, but probably not. You'd really have to know me really super well. Carl points out, yeah, vegans don't really go on carnivore channel live streams and chat and say, I just had broccoli today. See how that's super trolly, So you're using the autistic card to get out of answering AJ's question. AJ asked him, Would you want that same kind of treatment? Meaning being bred into existence to live a shortened, miserable life of exploitation 24/7, no friends, no family. You're just kept as property, valuable property, to be led to a slaughterhouse so they can rip you apart, and some person, a human being you don't even know, is going to eat you, and many humans are going to eat your bodies for as part of their meals. Yeah, would you like that sort of treatment? It's not a hypothetical. It's an honest question. If you think it's fair for yourself, then you might have some moral justification and saying, okay, I don't mind being treated that way. So other living beings ought to be treated in that same manner too, because it's cool for me, it's cool for animals. I don't mind people eating me for dinner. That's totally fine. I don't mind being exploited 24/7 my entire shortened life. That's cool. I mean, I know you'd be lying, because no one wants that. No one wants these things. Everyone wants to live a good life where they have freedom and well-being to pursue their goals in life. No one wants to be kept enslaved in exploited their entire lives and kept as property, so some other human can make a profit off you by selling you as dead meat. So anyway, yeah, don't use the autistic card here. Peter, my moderator, is autistic, and he doesn't pull that out as an excuse to play like, oh, I don't know any better. I can't imagine a hypothetical scenario. Peter can imagine a hypothetical scenario. So anyway, if you have an argument as to why you find veganism wrong, or why you think I'm a horrible person because I don't consume animal products because I believe animals have inherent moral worth and they don't deserve to be treated as objects. If you have an argument or example why I'm wrong or why veganism is wrong, feel free to put it out and let us hear it. But if you're just going to sit here and say, oh, I had a burger today, I ate meat, it's like, that's not engaging, that's just trolling, and we'll move on. I'll have one of my moderators handle it. But if you want to engage in a real and sincere way, in good faith, I'm all ears. I'm all eyes. Yeah, Peter's offended. He's autistic. He doesn't use that. Yeah, what does autism have to do with this, or veganism? Metalhead, autistic and vegan. So just because one is autistic doesn't mean you lack the mental capacity to understand that animals don't deserve to be treated as objects, deserve to have their shortened lives, kept in captivity 24/7, exploited 24/7 to be a burger. They can understand that. Like, autism is no barrier to understanding that basic compassion. Nikki, your mortgage lender is autistic and came to your closing today. See, could you imagine your mortgage lender saying, hey, I'm autistic. I can't understand how mortgages close. That's so abstract. I'm autistic. Didn't play the autistic card. No, it's not a what if scenario. This happens. I guess you've never really studied like ethics and moral philosophy, because it's a really common tool in ethics and moral philosophy to understand the morality of, say, a given situation. It's standard practice to construct a solid analogy that you can compare it to. So if you can construct a solid analogy and just be able to think through the morality of the analogous situation, you could apply that conclusion to the situation at hand that you're trying to understand at first. So there's nothing wrong with using a hypothetical analogy. As long as it is a proper analogy, it applies. You can properly carry the analogy over. Hey, thank you, Country Fried Vegan. Thanks so much, guys, for your super chat tips. And I guess I'm going to have to go to Retro Row tomorrow. Do I believe there's a real correlation between eating meat and certain cancers? Would love your take, especially with so much conflicting research out there. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an epidemiologist. Not a researcher, but it is my understanding, yes, that is true. I mean, the World Health Organization placed processed meats like bacon, bologna, as a class 1 carcinogen, the highest level, which means the scientific evidence is overwhelming. It is beyond question. It is beyond dispute. It is as knowable as any scientific fact can ever be. And then red meat, they put on the group 2A carcinogen, probable carcinogen, meaning the scientific evidence strongly indicates that red meat is a carcinogen, but not to the point where it's beyond dispute. You know, it's still open perhaps, but the scientific evidence is super strong. So I'm going with the experts. I'm not going to just like make stuff up as a layman here. This is what the scientific consensus is. And again, those statements, those position statements, or those categorizations, I should say, from the World Health Organization are based on their scientists, their epidemiologists reviewing the scientific literature to say, yeah, look, it's overwhelming. All this literature pretty much that's decent concludes that processed meat bad. It's put it on the highest group 1 list. But yeah, thank you for the nice donation there. The analogy has to be something that can really happen. Well, yes, it can. I mean, you might not get eaten, but humans have gotten eaten. All that can happen. You're saying humans have never been kept in captivity, like bred into existence so that another human can keep them as property and exploit them their entire life? That has happened. I don't want to say what this is. You should know what I'm talking about. It's not a hypothetical. Would you like to have been kept in captivity your entire life? That has happened, and I understand this still can and does happen around the world in some places. So it's not something like outer space aliens landing, something that's hard to imagine, probably never has. I'm talking about things that have happened for thousands of years to humans on planet Earth. I'm not making up some abstract idea here. Hey, Vegan Jordan! Awesome, Vegan Jordan here. Hey, your teaser for your documentaries on your channel. Awesome, Jordan. What is your channel name? Yeah, remember Jordan's making the Let's Talk Turkey documentary, right? What is your channel name, Jordan? Remind everyone where they can see the teaser for, what's it called? Let's Talk Turkey 2 or something like that. Let us know. I'll let you fully plug your channel there, Jordan, and your trailer. Exactly, Peter. That's what I'm talking about. It's not abstract. People have been kept against their will, exploited for a long time in the history of humanity. Oh, wow. Lakers are going on a tear now. 38-19. Hell yeah. Vegan propaganda. Now you're getting me pissed off, autistic Pokemon trainer. Tell me, you're not going to answer Carl, you're not going to talk to AJ, you're going to talk to me, Ryan, right now. What specifically are you referring to about vegan propaganda, especially some kind of vegan propaganda that is happening right now in this live stream or has happened frequently on my channel? Be specific. What is vegan propaganda? First of all, let's look at what the word propaganda means. So to make sure we're all on the same page here. Definition, propaganda. Okay, so I think I misspelled it, but fortunately, Google knows how to correct my errors here. Crap, and I can't use my iPad anymore. Okay, hang on 1 second. All right, so let's make sure we're on the same page. Propaganda is the systematic, deliberate means intentional, dissemination of bias, misleading, or one-sided information. So tell me what I'm doing that is systematically, intentionally misleading. So I want to hear, what am I doing that's intentionally trying to mislead people? So be very specific about what I am doing that is vegan propaganda, intentionally, systematically, deceptively misleading people. Now I want to know, this is a huge accusation. So I want to know, what is this vegan propaganda? And if he can't answer, I'm going to have my moderators boot him off. But this will be the last thing. I promise. This will be the last thing we do with this dude. Because we need to move on. Yeah, Carl, people throw that word around. So I just want to get it clear that we all are on the same page. If we're talking about propaganda, what are we referring to specifically? Deliberate dissemination of biased, misleading, one-sided information. Yeah, he's very close to being booted. So right now he's on thin ice. He right now must answer that question, engage it directly. And if not, yeah, getting kicked off. because that pisses me off. I hate when people say, "Oh, I don't spread propaganda. I respond to propaganda." That's why it rubs me so wrong. That's what 98% of my response videos are. I'm responding to misinformation, deliberate misinformation intended to deceive people. So I don't delve in propaganda. I don't have to use propaganda. I have logic. I have evidence on my side. I can be truthful and honest. I don't have to bullshit people. Okay, he did not engage whatsoever. He's a bot, right? Also, a vegan diet isn't healthy. It's Mediterranean. Okay, shall we kick his ass off? Before he does, I'm going to show him who cares what the healthiest diet in the world is. First, you didn't engage with my question about propaganda. And nowhere in here does it say a vegan diet. What is veganism? Veganism is a diet that seeks to achieve the most healthiest diet, the most optimal human diet in the universe known to humankind. No, it's not about you. That's why you don't understand veganism. You're only thinking about it from your terms. Veganism is about animals, about not killing animals, not treating animals as property, not treating animals in an exploitative and abusive manner. So it has nothing to do with health. But as I always said, you can have a healthy vegan diet if you want. You can be super healthy as a vegan. You could be super unhealthy if you want as a vegan. You could just drink beer and eat Oreos all day. That's vegan. If you're doing it because you're passionate about animal rights, that's vegan. Nothing about veganism demands or requires that you ought to do it in a healthy way. That's your choice. You can do it. You can be as healthy or unhealthy as you want. Veganism has nothing to do with health, though. It's your choice to make it healthy. I believe it's our duty to make it healthy. You should want to be healthy as opposed to like getting super sick from your diet. But Mediterranean diet is super easy to veganize. It's already vegan. Just don't put the freaking cheese and yogurt and stuff on. You know, it's pretty close. So anyway, we've had enough, and you can time him out, Peter or Uncle. I gave him very specific instructions. He had to engage with my question. If he just came out with some random non sequitur crap like that, he's gone, and that's it. So anyway, I'm not in the mood. Do you guys want to time out Backyard Fun Country Boy too? And I don't think he's going to be the type of person from his one sentence there that seems to be capable of engaging in a rational dialectic. So if anyone wants to get Backyard Fun Country Boy, like, meat is good. Like, you think that's the appropriate way to enter a vegan live stream? Like we said, we don't go to like carnivore live streams. Oh, I'm eating asparagus right now. You just sound like a stupid troll. If you want to come here and engage, like actually give examples, give evidence. Why do you think vegan diets are horrible? Why we're crazy people, whatever. Why I'm a shit dumbass, you know? You can try to do that. As long as you have some kind of argument or example, I'll listen to you. But if you're just going to come here and say, oh, I'm eating meat right now, we're not going to engage with that because there's nothing to engage. Carl, the reason why the real Mediterranean diet was so healthy was all the freaking plants and legumes they ate, right? So Uncle handled them. Thank you, guys. Troll just switched channels. That's probably the same person, right? As I say, you know, we can time you. If you're trolling us, you want to come back and use another account, we'll figure out who you are really quickly. We're on super high alert right now. You'll get one dumb sentence out and you'll get banned, you know? So we can play this game. I don't think you have infinite accounts. You can try creating new ones. We've played this game with people before. Once they get banned, they spend like 3 or 2 minutes creating a new YouTube account channel. It takes us 2 seconds to ban you. It takes you 2-3 minutes to create a new channel. We're going to win that game every time. So anyway, yep, exactly, Peter. Vegan Jordan, trolls are unemployed little assholes. I can't say I disagree with that, Jordan. Maybe not the nice thing to say about the trolls, but I think you're accurate. You know, yeah, it's probably the same person, right? You know, they just don't take it. You know, they can't take being like shut down, so their ego gets in their way. All right, so where are we at in time? 7:38. Starting a little bit more. Starting to feel the hunger, and the Lakers are playing right now. Let's see, there's 5 minutes and 48 seconds left in the second quarter, almost halftime, and they're playing the Houston Rockets. Lakers are up 3-2. So they got to win tonight, or else it's going to be a game 7, and it's, you know, no one wants that. Well, I guess the Houston Rockets want that, but we don't. So anyway, VLAM, you remember reading that they recommend the Mediterranean diet only because they think people are more likely to follow it than if they said, hey, just eat plants, no cheese ever, no meat. People would say, F that S, So yeah, Mediterranean diet, it's a easier pill to swallow, so to speak. Den, ask me anything? Well, within reason. I mean, don't ask me like what's the maximum airspeed velocity of a Boeing 747. I have no freaking idea. It's not relevant. But if you have an honest, sincere question about veganism or about me being vegan, I'll answer your question. So yeah, it's within reason, It's not anything in the universe. How many stars, how many atoms are inside a grain of sand? Nope, not the right channel to ask, Okay, backyard fun country, but it's all good. Whatever. I don't hold grudges or anything. If someone wants to come back and engage in a cool way, I'm down with that. I'm not sure what your question is there. You're making a statement there. Meaningless. Your animals don't die a meaningless death. What is a meaningful death versus a meaningless death? I don't even understand the terms you're using there. So if you can help us out to define what you mean. How does an animal or a person for that matter have a meaningful versus a meaningless death, and how does that relate to your eating them? Hey, Lemmy Wayne. Angie and Ryan, I've been following you both since 2015, the old days. Awesome. And I just want to say I've always loved your positivity. Thank you so much. That's really nice for you to say. It's easy to get bogged down. You both naturally that way, or did it take... Oh, no, we get bogged down. That's why we make more music now. We're just telling, check out our latest music. It's called, our latest song is called Dissociate, trying to dissociate from society and just like mean people and stuff. So, no, I mean... I know when people come here to try to say mean things about me because I'm vegan or whatever, I know what they're just trying to hurt my feelings, and I don't let them hurt my feelings. So I know they're full of shit and lying. So I don't let liars affect me emotionally. I mean, I guess they can a little bit, but just not to a point where I really, it's all that deep or hurting or anything. Yeah, Flatlander Montgomery pointing out that, the animals don't want to die, and dying for your pleasure or for you to have a cheeseburger tomorrow night is not a meaningful death. No animal says, that dude that Den MC, he's really cool. I would love for him to eat my body tomorrow. If I can die and have Den MC eat me as a cheeseburger, it's an honor. I would be honored to have that. Hey, thanks, Vegan Jordan, for the super chat tip. There. I'm going to be 5 years vegan on August 8th. Awesome. I'm going to die from protein deficiency exactly that day. No, you're not going to die. Thanks for letting us know. I'm glad you know your exact date because I don't. Oh, thanks, Jeremy. Thanks so much. That's nice to know. Appreciate it. You want us to know that we see it and it means so much to my wife and I and our friends who follow. Thank you so much. See, for every person like Den MC, we have people like Lemmy. So thank you. So Lemmy says they don't want to die for your salad. What animals are dying for my salad? Or what are you talking about? How is an animal dying for my salad?
Thanks for the tip.
Are you talking about maybe there might be some accidental crop deaths or something like that? Well, if you want to play that game, I'll show you the numbers. How what you're doing is way worse. You want the data on that, or you just want to try to throw shit on the wall and see what sticks? I didn't say you ate humans, Den MC. So I'm saying, what are you saying about your? First of all, you said your animals die a glorious death or something like that, a meaningful life. You didn't answer that for me. First strike, you're not engaging. Secondly, you're trying to throw a crop death argument, the combine harvester argument at me. Is that what's going on? Oh, we were just talking about you, Den MC. Are you the same person? Did he just make another account? Is he the guy we trolled earlier? It's so weird how few people live out in the rural woods and, away from the cities and suburban life, where animals roam, and these guys, I said, it's how many, if I had a nickel for every one of these dudes that says, I live out in the middle of nowhere and I shoot and eat one animal a year that feeds me and my entire family. We never go to McDonald's. We never go to a restaurant. This is all we live out in our little cabin like Abraham Lincoln. We just live out in the cabin, and this is the only thing we eat. It's funny how you guys seem to find my little channel. I'm a little channel. I'm not like Earthling Ed or something like that. You guys, the improbability of finding two of you guys on the same night is pretty much statistically impossible. I smell bullshit here. So are you saying that's why you're not vegan? Because you live in the middle of nowhere and you like to shoot animals and you don't buy animal products in stores? I mean, you're just telling me some weird tidbit, interesting, unique thing about your life. You're not giving me a reason why you can't be vegan. If you really wanted to be vegan, you would be vegan. You're saying if you lived in society, you would be vegan, you would stop hunting animals. It just seems like a non sequitur, non-related thing you're bringing up here. Agozo, thanks for just subscribing. Backyard, fun country boy, just trying to learn from a different point of view. Well, that's what I do. I'm an educator of sorts here. I'm not an asshole. I'm not trying to beat up people and say you suck or something like that if you're not vegan. I'm just here to spread what veganism is and not is. I should try to do it with proper grammar too. He's gone. Dim MC Rand. Oh, thanks for coming, bro. It's all good. It's all good. No hard feelings. Awesome. Lemmy, you and your wife have been vegan for 16 years now. Yeah, that's when Angie and I turned vegan back in 2010. Awesome. We are thriving. So I guess apparently we're beating the odds here. You haven't died yet. You haven't had protein deficiency. You haven't grown a third head or anything. So congratulations for bucking the odds. You know, Lemmy, you, me, and my wife and your wife, we're freaks of nature. We should all just be laying on the ground crawling right now because we're decomposing and deteriorating and stuff. We're just weird. Science needs to study our bodies once we finally passed on, right? To figure out what we were doing, how our bodies could eat only plants and not like crumble. Anyway. Yes, Jordan, I know you'll be alive and well advocating for the animals well after your vegan anniversary on August 8th. And I envy you that you know the date. All right, guys, I think I should call this live. It's been a fun live stream, but yeah, I'm still getting over that cold. You know, still like not there, as you can tell. The sinus pressures here. You can hear my voice kind of like starting to struggle a little bit. Not because I'm vegan or anything, just because I have some kind of stupid cold that hasn't gone away yet. I'm still want to like manage my energy. That's why I didn't go to the gym today. I didn't play basketball. I just spent like 35 minutes on my little indoor bike thing to get a good little workout. So I just got to manage my energy. Oh, thank you, Jordan. Thanks so much for the super chat. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Jordan and Carmichael and Late Model came in for a little bit. Vegan Wesker and AJ. Thanks so much. I think you guys have probably got me up to pretty much covering like 80 to 90% of a nice dinner this weekend at the vegan Italian restaurant. Oh, with Amy there, thank you. It's that. We got it. You guys have paid for a vegan. We'd like to go maybe like once a month or so to the vegan Italian place. So we're going to go. Just a matter of should we go Saturday or Sunday. So thanks, guys. Thanks for allowing Angie and I to go out stress-free to enjoy a nice vegan Italian meal. And they have vegan wine there. And so her and I can celebrate the release of our brand new song, Dissociate, which I want you guys to check out on streaming media if you're following us. If not, you'll hear some from us next week. We'll probably do a premiere. I'll play the vid during our live stream next week. So you'll hear Dissociate. We're going to just blast it because we love this song so much. So thank you so much. Thanks for everyone. Thanks for Lemmy for coming back. Don't forget about us. I'm bummed that so many people that watched us back in 2015, they've moved on, and I get it. I've moved on to a lot of things now that I wasn't doing back then. I get it. You know, people have we're diverse interests and all that. It's all cool, but it's cool to see people are still like watching us, still vegan, still think we're doing cool work, good things. So thanks so much. So thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, my two moderators, Peter and Uncle. You guys had some work to do tonight. Past few live streams has been, you're just regular people just chilling here, But yeah, tonight you guys probably had to time out a couple people. So I appreciate you doing that and helping me out so I could keep this live stream going. We had a pretty good live stream tonight too. I had more than 50 people for most of it, which has been one of the more well-watched ones for a while. So come back. We do this every Friday. So whatever time it is for you right now, subtract about 2 hours. That's when I start these live streams. So I'll be back next Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And yeah, if you liked what we did tonight, just come and hang. We do this every Friday. Chill, fun group of people. A few trolls try to come in, or a few anti-vegans. They're not all trolls. Come in and try to state their case, or troll us, whatever. And we handle it as we need to. So thanks everyone. Thanks for spending your Friday night or Saturday mornings with me. I really appreciate that. I really enjoy seeing you guys. And even if one of you guys are gone, the regulars, I noticed, like late model, it wasn't quite the same. I'm glad she was able to pop in though. So you guys are my friends, and I want to keep hanging with you guys on our weekly live streams here. And next week, I should say really quickly, I got a lot of weird shit going on next week, so I might not be able to do a response video. So in lieu of that, I'm going to try to just do a midweek live stream, maybe like Tuesday or something like that. I don't know, figure it out. I'm just letting you know, I might not be able to get a video made next week. Probably won't be a members only one, but I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, we do need to do a members only live stream. But next week I'm gonna just try to maybe just do a live stream on Tuesday or something like that, because we got stuff going on Wednesday, got some stuff going on Monday. It's gonna be a weird week, so we'll figure it out. All right, guys. So thanks for spending your Friday with me. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get all our notifications. And remember, guys, doesn't suck being vegan. So I have to do this with my hand, not my iPad now. All right, guys. So much love, and I'll see you guys really soon. And thank you for being you guys. See you guys.